David Dendy here on the 13th day of our Lenten journey, and today we look at the third miracle of Jesus. And it says in John chapter 5, Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now this is key. He went up to Jerusalem. Where would you normally go? The temple, the mount, all this amazing activity. And no, he goes to the hospital. He goes to the pool of Bethesda, where the scriptures say invalids, the blind, the lame, the invalids were just laying all over the place. And think about that word, invalid. Break it after the letter N, and what do you have? Invalid. He went to where people felt invalid. And there's a man there who's been laying by the pool of Bethesda for 38 years, paralyzed. He's a paralytic, 38 years. He walks up to him, and Jesus asks the most ridiculous, irresponsible, craziest question you would ever think to ask a paralytic. Do you want to get well? Do you want to be made well? And this is classic. You would think the answer would be yes, but the man never answers the question. He talks about, well, the pool of Bethesda, if you jumped in first when the waters were stirred, you would be healed. He says, I tried to get in first, but there's always people who get in ahead of me. Doesn't even answer the question. And so this is a question of hope. Hey, I can make you well. But this is also a question that deserves great reflection on behalf of the paralyzed man. He's obviously been being taken care of by somebody for 38 years, otherwise he'd be dead. So now for him to be healed means I got to take responsibility for myself. I can't blame other people for not being well. I have to take responsibility for my life, for my well-being, for who I am, for my productivity, all those things. And Jesus says, get up, pick up your mat, and go home. And he does so. So that's our question for me. It's my question for you today. There's an area in our life that perhaps we're paralyzed, where we find paralysis there, not well-being. And it's been that way for maybe 38 years. Maybe it's been that way for a year. Maybe it's been there for a month. And Jesus asks us, do you want to be made well? Unlike the paralytic by the pool of Bethesda, I hope you'll take the time to answer the question. Hey, have a blessed day. Don't forget to laugh often and fear not.